Grand Rising, beloveds. It's your Astroteric guru here with you once again. On this beloved February 5th morning, Saturday. It's cold as shit. I'm in Atlanta, as usual. But today I wanted to speak on the topic of mental dexterity, mental capacity, the ability to understand multiple angles of a situation. And when it comes to seeing multiple angles of a situation, this is beneficial so that you don't get stuck with a one-track mindset, or you don't just be a person who gets mad because they don't get their way. And when you can use these things, you'll be able to connect with more people. Like, you'll be able to understand more people. And you'll be able to network, and you'll get along with more people because you'll be agreeable with more people. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, that's not always a good thing. You know, just want to follow the masses. But if it aligns with and resonates with what you want out of life and the results that you're trying to produce, then yeah, you should definitely want to connect with people, in that realm. So if I'm, hypothetically speaking, examples, just say I'm an actor or I want to be an actor. Before I can be an up and coming actor, I got to actually go practice acting, go take acting classes, things like that, where I'll meet other people who want to be actors and I'll connect with them. But then as that realm grows, I won't only meet people that want to be actors. I'll meet producers, I'll meet directors, I'll meet, what they call the people that do the makeup, I meet the makeup crew, I'll meet stylists, I'll meet all kinds of different walks of life within that same realm. But this is also how these people get into these kind of things. No matter what realm you in, you're going to need these abilities. Now, before you can even have these abilities, because we're talking about how to understand multiple angles of a situation, you have to be able to understand at least one correctly. Well, you have to know how to understand. You have to understand logically how to put things in place and compartmentalize what's priority, what's severe, what could cause an issue, how this may affect other people, although it may be affecting you badly. Let's get into another hypothetical situation. If I'm not feeling well, if my well-being is disturbed, and I've got this idea that I want to vent and I want to, have a conversation about it. At the point that I feel, at the point that I decide, whichever one that it is, hey, I just need somebody to talk to. And that's how I approach the situation. But that also I have to understand who should I talk to about the situation. Who's going to be a neutral party in the situation? Who's not going to have confirmation bias when I express myself to them? You also got to have the mental capacity to be able to take in the situation fully. And a lot of us cannot do that while the situation is happening. So we wind up doing it afterwards. And when you calm down and you let it process and you realize, oh, I was tripping, now you got to apologize. You wouldn't have to apologize if you practiced mental capacity. And the best way I could tell you that I practiced mental capacity was I would overload my brain with information that I knew I needed. So, say schoolwork. When it came to my schoolwork, I would submerge myself so deep in my schoolwork to the point that my brain would hurt. Like, it's like I would get confused and mad and I can't understand this, and now I gotta take a nap. I gotta go outside or something. I gotta eat. Like, I don't want to do this no more. But through doing that, it's like your brain take it all in and it don't know what to do with it while you doing it. But when you stop and you got all of that in there, it just start connecting it somehow. I really can't tell you the process because I'm not a neurologist and none of that. I'm no brain doctor. I'm no scientist. Feel me? I'm just psychologically inclined and highly spiritual and very knowledgeable. But this is probably also not the best time for me to be explaining this to y'all, seeing as I'm a little under the influence. But anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, you got to be able to take a situation in fully, and you got to be able to weigh how much do you care about the people in this situation. I have an argument with somebody in the street, back it out on them. I have an argument with somebody in my house. All right, back to the drawing board. Feel me? It's the same energy. Same energy I draw the gun with is the same energy that you turn around and draw art with. So if you want to have a harmonious partnership with anyone, because there's going to be ups and downs in this roller coaster that we call life. You got night and day in a day. So you gotta maneuver with a very caring and nurturing mindset. Sometimes in that caring and nurturing mindset, you're gonna have to be stern, be strict. You're gonna have to have tough love. You're gonna have to set boundaries. Squad.